Alright, so I wanted to make a quick video explaining the effects that you guys are using on the weekends, specifically on your vocalists, and just so you have an idea of like what those are actually doing when you're messing with them. And there will be another video explaining how to actually use those effects on the board and what you need to physically do to carry that out. But this is just an idea of what you're actually working with, what you're doing. So the main effects you're going to be working with are reverb and delay. And reverb is just kind of the sense of, it's not an echo, but it's the best example is like if you were standing in a staircase and you talk in a staircase, it's like you hear your voice amplified everywhere. That's kind of what a reverb is. It's like the best way to describe it is like that stadium kind of feeling, like, you know, you hear someone singing in like an arena or a stadium and how it fills the entire space. That's reverb. It's basically just the sound resonating in the room, so it sounds bigger. It sounds better than just like how my voice sounds right now. Which is perfect for me talking, but if I was singing, you wouldn't want my voice to sound like it sounds right now. You would want it to have more effect on it and feel like it was taking up more space. Delay is the other main effect that you're working with. So this one's a little bit more tricky just because you want to have it on beat every time. Because delay is time-based, so it's going to take the audio and play it back again at a like dropped level, essentially. So if you're singing something, then on beat, you're going to hear it come back again, so you're going to hear that same sound repeated, like an echo. The closest thing is just to explain an echo, even though it's a little bit different than that, but that's pretty much what's happening. So these are the two main effects that you're going to be working with, and kind of wanted to explain maybe how you want to use them. So the biggest thing for reverb is that you don't want to push reverb on a vocalist too much, because if you do, then it's basically just going to be noise. Like you're not even going to be able to understand what they're saying. You want it to sound like with reverb and delay, you want the sound of their voice to fill the room, especially in like a thinner part of the song. If it's like just keys in a voice or just a guitar in a voice, like you want that voice to be defined, to be present. You want it to feel like it's everywhere, all around the room. But if you push that reverb too much, then it's almost going to be unintelligible. You're not even going to be able to understand the words because there's just like so much like drowning noise. And delay is similar, that you don't want to push the delay too much because you want to be able to focus on what's actually being said and not constantly hearing the callback, the echo, so that you can actually focus on the words. Because as we talked about in the mixing philosophy, the most important things are the bass and the vocals, and so you want to be able to hear those vocals clearly, and you don't want to like make them to where you can't understand what the vocalist is actually trying to say. You want them to be in a way where you can completely fully understand what's being said, but also it sounds like it's like full in the room. Sounds like it's filling up the space. So that's kind of just a quick run through of like what reverb and delay is if you're not familiar with those terms, and kind of how the effect that you want to go for in those sounds as well.